I remember just yesterday getting the freaking tilted play button. That thing cracked and I was like, ah, this is just symbolic of everything that's going on right now. Finally get the play button, but it's broken. Why? Why, YouTube? Why? 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 Hey guys, this is Manga here with a new video, and we just hit 300,000 subscribers. Shout out to everyone who supported the channel in any way. Whether you subscribed or you like the videos a lot and you watch the videos to the end, you have all the notifications ticked on, you supported my books, you supported Saturday AM, our app, you've enjoyed the videos, you supported the Patreon, the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook pages, everything, TikTok. I really appreciate all the support a great deal, all the kind words that have ever been put in the comments, whether it be reviews for my book, just random comments, or just comments acknowledging certain things within the videos. All that goes a long way, because especially this year, I've kind of set myself up to upload a lot of content. I know a lot of you are like, you know, where's volume 3? 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 Yo, Whyt, how you doing? But where's that volume 3 though? Trust me guys, nobody wants to see volume 3 more than me. I wake up and I go, yo, where's volume 3, 4, 5, 6, and then some. So I'm working on it this year. I'm trying to see if I can get a lot of stuff done with YouTube, with the comic, with Saturday AM. There's a lot of cool stuff on the way. So I really appreciate hitting this milestone and you guys allowing me to do so. Thank you. The illustration you're seeing me put together, Sano, the lead of my series, Apple Black. You can read the first chapter free. That will be linked in the description along with a bunch of other stuff. It's being illustrated with Spectrum Noir, strategic partners of Saturday AM. We got their art liner pens here that are really good. And also the illustrated markers over here, really good. Nice brush tips, all that good stuff. There's gonna be a lot more content of me addressing things regarding Apple Black, about potential adaptations. I have a lot of content planned for the future. More tutorials, adding to playlists like the how to draw for beginners, you know, back to basics. More videos about Apple Black, more intermediate type drawing tutorials, whether it be tutorials on other software, iPad stuff. This year, I'm going all out, and thankfully, the YouTube gods noticed. And so the last 2 weeks, probably gotten more subscribers in the last 2 weeks than ever in the history of this channel. That comes from you guys engaging, having all the notifications on, leaving comments, liking, obviously smashing the subscribe button, sharing, all of that helps a great deal. And so with the Q&A we're going to be doing today, kind of like giving back, you know, that's all this video is, a thank you video, but I like to throw in a little Q&A here so you guys can, you know, learn a little more. And maybe if you guys really like it, we'll do more of these. So, you know, if this video, I'm on is 4,000 likes. If it does that, you know, I'll do more Q&A videos. But there's a bunch of videos that I plan to do, live streams, trying to get my Twitch up and running. I'm slow to figuring that out. A lot of stuff is popping up, TikTok, Twitch, all this, and it will be in my best interest if I figure them out sooner rather than later. So, with this Q&A from Patreon, I compiled the questions from my Patreon and my Discord. Obviously, we're starting up with the Patreon boys. Again, thanks to all of you guys. Hero Noodle asked, if Apple Black were to get a video game adaptation in the future, what genre would you want it to be? 2D fighter, arena fighter, RPG? Why can't we do them all? Why can't we do them all? Let's do them all. Why not? Huh? You know, I really like the Ninja Storm games. I like the Bleach versus Crusade. Some of them I didn't even play, but I just like how they looked. It would be cool to even get something a little further than that, a little more advanced than that maybe really felt like you were watching the show and you were being strategic, you were being that character. Obviously, it would be a character v character thing, or at least that element will be part of it. But, you know, I'm open to a lot of stuff, mobile games as well. A lot of major series don't have, like, just one. They have multiple. So I can see Apple Black turned into all of these. And so, I don't know. The answer is all of the above. Ricksarts asks, if Apple Black were to be adapted into an anime, which current voice actors would you have in mind? I don't really know that many voice actor names. If you guys haven't seen it already, there was an Apple Black video that came out where we had parts of Chapter 1 kind of moving around with voice actors, putting the whole thing together. It was really cool.
Room F48? Oh man, this map is really confusing. Newgarth is really huge. I'm gonna be late for sure. Dang it! Dang it! Oh, dang it! I'm back at the freaking entrance! Dang it!
I got help from a couple people, Ronald, Chastity. You go watch the video, they all get credit. And a couple cool voice actors. The guy who does Sano did a really good job. But when it comes to popular people or other popular series, I think Sano kind of sounds like the main dude from Brady the Mighty. I can see Mikhail sounding like whoever does Levi from Attack on Titan. And obviously I'm talking English dub. I can also see Mikhail being voiced by the main dude from Dimension W, and so on and so forth. I don't think about stuff like that too much. I try to stay focused with the actual series and make sure I'm creating the content. So Apple Black Volume 3, that's where my mind is. Like, sometimes I think about stuff like that. I also think about, if I got an anime, like, what would be the opening, like the opening soundtrack? I could totally see a Weezer song. Say it and so. maybe the ending. Eric here is basically just congratulating for hitting 300K. Thank you, Eric. And he says, "What's my inspiration for drawing and making my own series?" That's a lot. It's a very complex question. I believe that maybe in the future I can make a video that's kind of like an influence map that kind of really goes into detail about all the things that have influenced me and inspired me to do what I'm doing. But I think one of the early things that made me pick up the pen to make manga would be certain YouTube channels like the Rona Project back in the day. Leave in the comments if any of you guys know who Rona Project is. This is some OG YouTube days. The Mark Crilly channel, that kind of helped me put my channel together. And a bunch of other channels like that. And then to make manga, the big shonen series, One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. And over time I kept adding to that list, Gintama, Fairy Tail. But then I started to get inspired by other stuff that wasn't even anime or manga. And there's some cool TV shows that are very influential. So yeah, it's a loaded question, and maybe in a future video I'll go into more detail. Next question is bouncing the Discord a little bit. What's the most important thing you've learned working on Apple Black? It's a lot of things. I've learned a lot of important things. I don't want to just blurt out, word vomit a random answer. But I've learned a lot of things when it comes to actually creating comics, and I've had to learn a lot of stuff on the go from a writing standpoint. But I've also learned stuff, behind the scenes to a degree, with putting the content out, promotion, things about publishing, right? I know a lot of you guys have questions on, how to get published and stuff like that. So some of these questions I'll kind of like move because I feel like they're separate videos on their own. Good questions, but I don't want this video to be like too long. Is art school worth it? Again, I mean, y'all hitting me with the bangers, but these are like videos on their own. It depends. It always depends. It depends on what you want out of it. As long as you have a clear idea of what you want out of it and you know that going to art school is going to allow you get that, then yes, it's worth it. But if you're just going without any aim, then, it might not be. For me, it's complicated, right? And again, I can explain that, but that's another video. I promise, guys, these are actually videos, and I think that maybe that's partly why I want to answer them fully, because they're separate videos kind of planned for the channel, scheduled to be on the channel. So hit the subscribe button. Have you ever considered getting Apple Black animated, like by Netflix? I kind of answered this already, but yeah, I try not to think about all this kind of stuff, but it pops up, and you'll be surprised the conversations that have been had. But I can't go into detail about that. But some of the conversations had about a potential anime or animation thing you'll be surprised. We're not that far off, but I'm trying to make sure I focus on first making sure that the content is good, exciting, and ready to go. Volume 3, guys, it's gonna be a doozy. Volume 3, 4, 5. The good thing is, while I was doing all the remastering stuff for Volume 1 and 2, I was still writing Volume 3, 4, 5, 6. And writing things that happen in the future, and making everything as best as I can possibly make it, right? So I'm gung ho. Will you be doing more muscle tutorials? Yes. Subscribe. All right. This, hopefully things get better for people. For me, not much has changed, right? I've been in the cave. All this stuff has happened. I'm still in my cave. Luckily, I don't have to go out much, anyways, based off of what I do. I work at home. I'm covered. But hopefully you guys are being safe. The one thing that does suck for me is I don't get to go to the gym as often as I would like to. I'm a big soccer guy. I'll probably whoop anybody you know on FIFA. Even though the recent FIFA games have been if it stays that way, I probably won't get the next one. But I'm a big soccer guy, and I play it literally. So I've not been able to do that, and that's a lot of cardio, easy cardio for me. So that's been tough. In your mind currently, how far ahead do you have in terms of the roadmap of Apple Black? Would you say you have the ending set in your mind? I can see Apple Black running for like 30-ish volumes, which is on one hand scary because, I'm struggling to even get volumes out. But I'm not too worried about it because the more volumes I put out, the easier it is for me to put them out. And let me explain. The more success I get, I'll be able to fund the operation even better. I'm already looking at potentially hiring assistants to help with the production of Apple Black, and I want to do it in a way where I first need to create that workflow, that nice streamline so that the quality doesn't drop at all. But I'm definitely looking at assistants, almost like interns that can help. In that way, I can be able to put out 1, 2, 3 volumes a year. It is not a stretch. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm worried about it now because it's just me. But once I start to create that team, content's just going to be flowing. I'm not that worried about it. Overall, I can see like 30-ish volumes, and I know that because I kind of know what happens. At least I know what happens arc-wise, right? So the way I have it detailed is the closer I am to an event, like actually making it and drawing it out, or even writing it and storyboarding, the more detailed it is, right? The more I can tell you exactly what a character says, the dialogue to a T. But the further out you go, the more fuzzy things are, but I still know what's going to happen, right? I know what key things needed to happen from a perspective of, oh yeah, that'll be cool and exciting for people to consume, or you know, that's necessary to push the story forward, that's necessary development, that's a nice twist, I have to foreshadow this here and here and here and here, so the payoff is going to make sense. I have to do certain things here so that, you know, they actually care about what's happening with the characters or what's just happening, period. When I do the twist, I need to make sure it makes sense, so I need to, you know, all that kind of stuff, I have it plotted out all the way to the end. When it comes to the actual ending, I'm not worried about that too much, but I have like 3, 4 options of what to do. I don't know which one to do yet, because I think all of them could be good. I just don't know which one to pick. One is pretty sad, one is, you know, yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but the bottom line is, the closer we are to things, the more in detail I know what's going to happen, what's going on. The further out, less so. And hopefully when we get there, I'll pick the right one. You don't always want to know everything that happens exactly, right? You kind of want to keep your mind open to changes and improvements. So as time goes on, I'm making Apple Black, I'm still making tweaks here, alterations. Sometimes there's, or something that's going to happen in the future, I come back to it and I'm like, nah, I have a better idea. I switch it out. Or I think, it's stupid, I scrap it. So I'm constantly thinking about things. You don't want to be too fixed all the times, but there isn't one fixed way to do it. There are people who get to the ending and work backwards, or people who make characters before they make the world, people who make world before they make the characters, people who come up with the character and world before they even have a story, and then vice versa. You need to find what works for you. Have you ever considered a crossover with stories with any other from Saturday AM, also from Jordan? We're actually doing that. It's called Saturday Wars. You can see the prologue of that free in the Saturday AM app. And that's where you have all the main series in Saturday AM come together. It's kind of like our Infinity War. Not exactly, but it's easier for you to understand when I say it that way. So think Infinity Wars, but our characters. And so we're doing that. And there is actually another detail to that that's gonna be big. Probably one of the biggest things we do, period. Not just Saturday Wars itself, which is huge, but there are other elements that are coming with it, with us putting it together, that are going to be huge. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. I just can't talk about it yet. I'm very excited for it. When will you stop making videos based on MHA? Will you ever do an Apple Black progress video / live stream? Like I just said, you know, I'm working on getting my Twitch up and running. So I'll definitely do like live streams here and there. That kind of like work in progress of making Apple Black, especially if it's just like a screenshot, working in Clip Studio Paint. Those are definitely coming. So I'm going to be doing more live streams. Hopefully 2020 is going to be solid. I'm looking at doing a lot of videos this year. I think I have a lot of cool ideas we're going to put forth and, you know, see what happens. See if we can hit like 400K, maybe 500K this year. Who knows? Please like the video. United States has smashed the subscribe button. Turn on all notifications. Hit that bell so you stay notified each time I upload absolutely anything. Check out Apple Black. Links to everything you could possibly need will be in the description, including Saturday AM, where it's published and serialized. To get our app. Saturday AM issues are for free. Fanart Fridays for free. Get 2 free months of Skillshare. Check out a bunch of all my other videos. It's WHYTMANGA, and I'm out.